Greetings, ladies and gentlemen! My name is Smiling Dread 4, and welcome back to some more Marvel Ultimate Alliance for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. So, in our last session, we made over here to Valhalla in Asgard. Yes, Asgard, home of Thor, the god of thunder, and some other mythological characters, but mainly Thor. He's the main guy. And got interrupted by Mother and that. Okay. So today, I hadn't even finished yesterday. Okay. Yesterday, we were given two missions. One mission, head over to Bifrost and break the gate and all that. You know, so people from Midgard, or Earth, I guess, can come here to Valhalla to help us out. Or, plan B, we can head on over to... what was it called again? Oh, wrong button. Let's see. Somewhere in Asgard. Okay, yeah, so it's just Asgard. To find Baldur, who is in prison somewhere in Asgard. Baldur the Brave, I believe he's one of, if not the best warriors here in Norse. Very interesting thing to do. So yeah, last time we took care of Bifrost, pretty easy, pretty short, pretty difficult, as you can see, two of our characters got knocked out. Of course they have fully rested, as I will revive them soon enough. However, before we do that, I want to do this real quick, because two of the members I actually want to have on my team are actually characters that appear in a new location. See his little exclamation point? By completing one of the missions, be it the Bifrost or the Asgard one, you will gain access to this place. If we come over here and talk to this guy, focus upgrade as well, talk to him.
Well done. You have proven yourself to be valiant warriors. The door to the Hall of the Honored Fallen is now open to you.
Like that. And now we get a new location, a new little hub, the Warriors Hall. Where again, two of the characters I plan on using will make an appearance here. And man, will it be interesting, possibly. Who knows? But anyway, let's do this. Now... oh, and of course this happens.
Hello, valiant warriors. Welcome to the Hall of the Honored Fallen, where the courageous dead of Asgard feast and await the final battle, Ragnarok.
Thanks! Definitely sounds interesting enough, and ooh, comic! Sketchbook, there we go. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I believe at this moment in time, if you have completed a certain... okay, you know the Weasel quest and all that? By this time, if you've done everything correctly, you should be able to get something out of context here. If not, then... well, I don't know what to tell you. But let's see if we did get it. And sure enough, this place is a feast. A great place of food and drinks. And for the men, lots of cute ladies. Wink, 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 nudge, nudge. And for our comrades, it's another place. Like for Thing.
Now this is my kind of party. Look at all this food. Almost makes me wish I was dead.
I know how you feel, Thing. So, when did you first meet Reed Richards or Mr. Fantastic?
Me and Stretch was roommates back in college. Of course, we wouldn't have been if his first roommate hadn't have been such a yo-yo.
Who was his first roommate? And for any of you guys who don't know, listen closely.
Victor Von Doom. The guy took an instant disliking to Reed and me, which is quite a surprise, considering what an amiable chap I am.
How did you get the name The Thing? This is also going to be very interesting.
I kinda gave it to myself. I mean, look at me. I'm not exactly something you'd see walking down the fashion runways of Paris.
You sound embarrassed by your looks.
Well, wouldn't you be? I got a face even a grandma could hate.
Wow. That's kind of harsh. Well... I don't even want to go into this. Word had it that you're a pilot.
Yep. After college, I joined the Air Force and got my wings. I'm not half bad as a jet jockey, if I do say so myself.
didn't you fly Reed Richards' spaceship?
Oh, it always comes back to this, don't it? Yeah, I was flying when the ship got hit by that radiation. That's when we became the Fantastic Four.
Whoa, easy there, Thing. Calm down. Not trying to get on your bad side. Sorry. But thanks.
No problem.
Okay, so there's a little insight for you guys that have not seen Fantastic Four or know nothing of it. And also, we got 4 different characters. Got Wolvie, got Weasel, got Invisible Woman, who you can barely see, Sif, and Deadpool. Oh, this is gonna be an interesting dialogue, but let's talk to Weasel first.
Oh, isn't that Valkyrie something? Maybe I should, you know, go over there and introduce myself.
How did you get to Valhalla?
Beast and a friend of his, Forge, I think, had some kind of teleportation device they used on me. But they told me I have to get back to Earth pretty quick.
Why is that?
Something about keeping a lock on me could tear the space-time continuum and, I don't know, destroy reality as we know it.
That sounds scary. What did you think of the X-Mansion?
Makes me wish I was a mutant. Huh, they've got everything there. Tennis courts, a pool, oh, and a sub-basement full of high-tech gear.
Sounds like you could stay there forever.
That would be great. But Beast keeps following me around and asking me when I'm gonna leave.
I wonder why, and what? I know Black Widow's password. I don't know this one. Oops. I might have goofed. I'm just gonna use the internet real quick, just to get the answer, because I don't want to screw this up. And I actually have no idea what the answer may be, so there's that. Okay, give me a sec, blah, blah, blah. I'll probably just end up cutting back to when I figure this out, so, I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, hopefully this password should be correct. Ivan Petrovich.
Thanks. When you get back from your mission, I'll have some solid evidence against Black Widow.
Okay, so we're almost done then. Thanks, Weasel.
You can thank me later. With cash.
Although I wish you did not throw that on me so suddenly. Oh, also, that, for Thor, no surprise. And you probably noticed this over here. Experience points. Hey-oh, leveled up. Level up! And Wolverine.
Wow. Would you look at this place? Never seen so many dead guys having the time of their lives.
You and Nightcrawler were good friends, weren't you?
Oh yeah. Me and the elf had some pretty good times together.
What was he like?
Well, for as pious as he was, that little devil had a wild streak in him a mile wide. Ain't gonna be the same without him around the X-Mansion.
Where'd you get those claws?
They're mine, but they're made out of bone. I got this coating of adamantium over them thanks to the sadists at Weapon X.
Why did they coat your claws with adamantium, out of curiosity?
It wasn't just my claws, it was my whole body. My bones will rust before they break. And those butchers did it to make me the ultimate killing machine.
What happened at Weapon X?
They drugged me and tried to make me their puppet. Then they slipped up, and I showed them what a big mistake they made. But I wasn't the only one they got.
There were other victims of Weapon X?
Yeah, lots of them. Sabretooth, Maverick, Silver Fox, and that nutball Deadpool.
Thanks for the info.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, Mr. Breaks the Fourth Wall actually is part of the Weapon X program, for you guys that did not know, just saying, Valkyrie.
Why does that scoundrel named Weasel stare at me so?
Does Weasel make you nervous?
Ha! Don't make me laugh. A puny man like that is of no concern to me.
Apparently neither are we, because you just left the screen. What? More glitches at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, okay, now you're back. Gee, thanks for that.
Though I must admit, his stare is rather unnerving. Even to one such as I, who have endured the horrid sights of countless battlefields.
And that is saying something. Who are you?
I am Valkyrie, a chooser of the slain. My warrior sisters and I ride over battlefields and escort the worthy fallen to Valhalla.
You bring them to this hall?
Yes. Here they are honored and can feast to their heart's content. Then, on the day of Ragnarok, they will battle once again and prove their courage one last time.
How do you know who to take from the battlefield? Or a battlefield?
I can see a fire around them, a death glow, that signals the warrior is close to the end. Few other gods have this power. Long ago I was allowed to roam the battlefields of Earth and look for worthy warriors. But Odin put a stop to that. I am now limited to the battlefields of Asgard.
So apparently Odin doesn't like Earth either. Although, who can blame him considering the past couple of movies? Thanks, Valkyrie.
Fare thee well, human.
Alright, we'll leave Deadpool last. Now for Invisible Woman.
Hello, and welcome to the Hall of the Honored Fallen. Pretty fantastic place, huh?
Sure is. Aren't you married to Reed Richards?
No, he's married to me.
What's the difference? Anyway, isn't your husband the smart one at the Fantastic Four?
He might be an IQ point or two above me, but let's not forget, I've got advanced degrees in 4 biochemistry fields, and I'm pretty good at math, too.
Definitely sounds like a role model. How did the Fantastic Four get superpowers? Although we all know this one at this point in time.
It all started when Reed was building a rocket ship a few years back. He had heard the government was going to pull funding, so he decided to take the ship up before the project could be discontinued. Since Reed couldn't handle a ship alone, Ben Grimm went as the pilot, while my brother Johnny and I went as additional crew.
I can see why she would be on it, but why her brother? Out of all people. It's odd. Who are the Fantastic Four?
Well, the leader of our team is my husband, Reed Richards, who's also known as Mr. Fantastic. Then there's his best friend, Ben Grimm, although most people call him The Thing.
As does he.
Next is my brother, Johnny Storm. He likes to be called the Human Torch. And then there's me, Sue Richards, the Invisible Woman.
And thus makes the Fantastic Four. Thanks for the backstory, Sue.
No problem at all.
And I do enjoy how they give us backstory on each character, but I swear, some of these things just come off as redundant to those who have played the games or seen the movies and all that. And oh, actually, Thor's here as well. And Storm, there are much more characters here than I remember. Okay. This is gonna be a long first episode.
This is quite the party they have here, isn't it?
How are things at the X-Mansion, Storm?
People are still pretty shocked about losing our teammate in the Fisto's realm, but having Weasel there is a nice distraction.
How's that?
Beast discovered Weasel down in the sub-basement hacking into Cerebro. Forge caught him trying to get into the X-Jet hangar, and Emma Frost found him trying to start up Wolverine's motorcycle.
Oh boy. Let's leave that last part alone. Prefer not to tell Wolvie what happened. Just saying. But okay. What do you think of Colonel Fury?
He's always struck me as a man who's fair and wise. But after seeing the Super Soldier Serum program and the Atlantean outpost, I don't know.
What do you mean?
Has Colonel Fury lost the ability to know right from wrong? What justifies creating those bestial super soldiers or spying on innocent neighbors?
Well, he is the agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., or the headmaster of S.H.I.E.L.D., so I don't know, you tell me. How did you get your powers? Birth?
I am a mutant. I was born with the power to affect the weather. It didn't activate until I became a teenager.
Well, that's different.
Yes, for some people, a little too different. Take Senator Kelly, for instance. He'd like to have all mutants rounded up and put in jail just because they are different.
In other words, he's racist towards mutants. Ain't that a thing to teach our kids? Thanks for that, Storm.
Anytime, my friend.
And Thor, my friend?
Greetings, and welcome to the Hall of Valhalla.
Word has it you and Loki don't get along, although I'm pretty sure everyone knows that at this point.
That is putting it lightly. Though we were raised as brothers, Loki has always held me in great disdain.
Why does he hate you?
I don't know. Perhaps because he is of frost giant blood. Perhaps he needed more attention from our father as we were growing up. Whatever the cause, he is a vile and deceitful creature.
And a jerk. Just saying that lightly. What does Odin think of you and Loki fighting?
For many years, my father overlooked Loki's misbehavior, and many were the times that he tried to bring peace to us. But alas, he failed.
What happened?
My half-brother's hatred grew, and his name changed from the god of mischief to the god of evil. Since then, he has not only attempted to destroy me, but to take the throne of Asgard.
Just like he's doing now. Was Loki ever successful in taking over Asgard?
He has come close several times. Once, he switched bodies with me, and assumed my identity. Another time, though it embarrasses me to recall, Loki turned me into a frog.
Ouch. A kiss from Jane Foster to turn you back to normal, or what happened? Why do I even ask? Has Odin never punished Loki for his crimes?
Aye. My father once even imprisoned Loki in a tree. Of course, no prison can hold the god of evil. He escaped and has gone on to commit numerous crimes against Asgard and Earth.
Well, he does appear to be the god of mischief. You would think that he'd be capable of such things. Just saying. Well, thanks for that information, Thor.
Fare thee well.
And now, without further ado, one of my favorite conversationalists in Marvel Ultimate Alliance, period. Deadpool, baby!
Yeah, you know, this team needs a catchy theme song. Something that mentions shaking your booty.
A theme song?
We can call ourselves Deadpool and his lackeys. And we can all get matching uniforms. Something in a dark blue. That color really sets off my eyes.
Already into a funny thing. Oh, and check this out. One of the first dialogue options. We don't need new costumes.
Yeah, we do. With capes. Look at Dr. Doom. He gets all kinds of respect. And you know why? Because he has a big scary cape.
Well, he's also a murdering psychopath, so that might have another thing to do with it.
Well, there is that. But you can't deny the cape really makes him look tough. But let's go him one better. Let's wear elbow pads and shin guards with spikes coming out of them. Now that's tough.
That sounds good. Oh, and now the best part about this. Dude, you need to get serious. And...
No, I don't think so. You know how people talk crazy because they're insane? I talk crazy to keep from going insane. If only you knew what I've got twisting around in my brain, thanks to Weapon X.
You're from Weapon X?
Yeah. I went there because they promised to cure my cancer.
Were they successful?
In a way, they gave me a healing factor like Wolverine's. And so many scars, I'm never taking this face mask off.
Well then, that very dark. Oh, I know. Maybe we do need a theme song.
I like your thinking, Sunshine. Hey, we could even form a band.
A superhero band?
Oh, heck yeah, just think of it. With Storm singing lead, Wolverine on the bass, and a Thing on drums. And not to brag, but I play a pretty mean bagpipe.
That sounds great, but what would we call ourselves? That's a good question to think about. Wolverine, Thing, Storm, Deadpool. Well, I guess we call it Deadpool and the Rejects Club. The, mutants with awesome musical powers. Yeah, I like that. Forget Deadpool and his lackeys. It's Deadpool and the Freak Shows. Or whatever I said before. Deadpool and the Rejects, that was it. Deadpool and the Rejects! That is our song! Okay. It's been unusual as always, Deadpool.
I've got a rash. Wanna see it?
No thank you. I'm good. Thanks, bud. Okay. But yeah, very easy way to sell the mood. Oh.
I tell you what, life is sweet at the X-Mansion. If it weren't for that big blue ape guy asking me when I'm gonna leave, I'd stay there forever.
Great! So what can you do to find out if Black Widow is a traitor?
I've got one last idea to get solid evidence against her, but I need the password into her S.H.I.E.L.D. account. It's either Ivan Petrovich or Dr. Inez. Talk to Hank Pym about it.
Alright then. And we get interrupted from that. But yeah, same thing will happen next time. And oh, also one last thing I want to show off. We are in NPC territory, but... not that. If I time this right. You can actually take damage from this fire! Isn't that lovely? It's something I just admired as a kid. It's very odd, but very soothing in a way. Knowing the coding within this game. Especially as a kid. But okay, I think our job here is done. We're already 23 minutes in and we have not even started the mission yet. So I think we should get to that soon enough. We've done everything we need to, so I don't see why not. Let's see here. But first we'll talk to Dr. Hank Pym before heading on our way. Yep. Hey, Doc.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, Hank. Do you know Ivan Petrovich?
He's one of the few men who ever treated the Black Widow well. Ivan was her chauffeur, and later turned out to be her surrogate father. He had raised her after her parents were killed in a fire.
Whoops. Have you heard of Dr. Inez?
You'll have to ask the Black Widow about that name.
Gotcha. Thanks. Okay then, so far our choice seems to be good. Now where are they? Oh, there you are. Hold it.
I am very sorry to hear...
Have you ever heard of Dr. Inez?
Yes. He is a dreadful man. I hate to even think of his name.
Well, there you go, but why?
He created a drug known as the Deathless Frenzy. It sent its victims into a blind rage and then consumed their bodies. Completely reprehensible.
And so far our question is correct.
It was my pleasure.
Password is good. Now we're done here for real. Let's head on to our mission. Now if you didn't take care of Bifrost, you head over there for this section, but we took care of Bifrost first, so time to head on over to Asgard, the world of Aesir. Oh wait, I just realized I did not revive the team.
Ha-ha! It was more wondrous than my wildest of dreams. How I wish I could forever relive the fall of Asgard. It was so amusing to watch the oafish knaves as they fought in defense of their beloved city. But one by one, they realized that all was lost. Heimdall, Tyr, and even the mighty Balder have tasted the bitter dregs of defeat. Now I, Loki, am the true lord and master of Asgard. And all those who had dared to mock me are in chains, beaten, and hopeless.
Need I remind you, Loki, that your brother Thor still remains free?
Your fascination with the god of thunder grows tiresome, Enchantress.
But has he not proven himself your better time and time again?
Careful. That beauteous face will gain you only so much of my mercy.
But she does bring a valid point to light. Thor will likely attempt to liberate the fallen warriors.
Think you that I would not be prepared? Traps aplenty wait for those who would dare to free my prisoners.
Traps that even they cannot overcome?
You underestimate me, Doom. After all, am I not the god of mischief? My brother and his friends will most assuredly enter Asgard. But trust me when I say they will never leave.